Hello Internet, my name's Dark Arts, and today we are playing Gem Craft Labyrinth. Gem Craft is a very long-running, very good tower defense game. Or games, actually, because there's quite a few of them. They are the most in-depth but simple to understand tower defense games. And I say in-depth but easy to understand because at the start you're gonna be like, I don't know what I'm doing, but after a few minutes you will easily be able to pick it up. I myself took about 15 minutes to try and understand gem crafting mechanics, but after I got it, it's like the entire series is just so much fun. Gem Craft Labyrinth, though, is possibly my favorite of the games because of, well, there's level up mechanics. There's many level up mechanics. There's so much replayability. There's a really cool map mechanic that I really, really like. This game is terrific, and I will show you how to play it now because, like I said, it's a little hard to start to understand, so if I explain it for you, I think you'll just jump right in and enjoy it anyway. So, yeah. Let's play it then, shall we? So, how do you play Gemcraft? Well, let's get into the basics. The gems. Once you understand the gems, you will understand the game perfectly. First off, you have to make gems, and that costs mana. Now, at the start of each map, you are given a certain amount of mana. At this moment, I have 300 mana. As you progress, level up, you will get more. So we need to craft gems. There are certain tiers of gems, and the more mana you spend, the higher tier gem you'll get. To start off, let's make a multiple damage gem. Now, these are the gems down here. You have 8 gems to work with. The ones that are in color, as in the poison gem and, like I said, the multiple damage gem, is the one on this level that you are using. You can unlock more gems with more mana, but for now, that's not necessary. Now, to make gems, you have the following to do. You click on what gem you want to make. We want the multiple damage gem. And then we see what shape we want it to be. Do we want it to be tier 1, which is the bottom tier? The tier 2, which is this more triangle thing. And tier 3 and up are just all the way to tier 12. Different shapes, different power levels. We're going to start with tier 1 because we can upgrade it from that. So, simple enough, we now have a gem, we socket it into the tower, and you can make towers too with mana, but, you know, I don't actually need to at the moment because this is a starting level and it's incredibly simple, so we don't really need to worry about that. You can also make traps, which lie on the floor and do a different variety of gem damage. The towers do, I believe, they do, like, the pure damage with the special effect from the gem. The traps do the special effect for the gem and very low damage. It's basically whatever you want to play and do, you can. Alright, I also want 2 poison gems on these other towers, and of course the yellow ring you see around the gem is the distance it shoots. Now, let's start this game. Pressing play plays the said map, and it will not stop playing unless you stop it yourself. You can, in fact, fast forward, and I recommend to do that because this game does take a long time. But once you get in the swing of things, it's pretty simple to do. Now, as we kill creatures, I get mana. And the more mana I get, the more things I can do. Speaking of, we're going to pause this for 1 second. we're going to actually make our gems a little bit better. Now, there are two ways to do this. One, you can click on the gem, make a bigger tier gem by spending that much more mana, and just replace the gem. Or, you can make a gem and infuse the gem by clicking this little button here. You take this, you click on the button, you click this gem, and you hover over this one, and now you fuse the two together. Press play, sets itself up, and now it is more powerful than the original thing. It counts as a tier 2 gem now, and, well, actually, I could do a test here. This one is 8 to 20, this one is 8 to 19. Alright, so it's a little less powerful, but infusing gems actually gives you a different variety of options, because now I have this tier 2 gem and these tier 1 poison gems. So I'm going to take this and infuse it with one of the poison gems. Now, it may do a little less ability damage, but it does both gems' abilities. See, as you can see, it does 6 poison, whereas this does 8 poison, even though it's tier 1, but it also does the plus 4, the 14% chance to do double damage thing. So, as you progress, let's fast forward this, because I can. As you progress, you can take multiple gems, infuse them together, making them better gems for the situation, therefore doing better. I'm just going to press the 8th wave, because I can just send them all in right now. I don't care. Anyway, yeah. No, the gem crafting system in this is in-depth, but it's also really simple to understand. And now that I've shown you, yay! You understand it! Yay! And as all tower defenses go, the enemies did not get to my center crystal ball. So I get bonus points! Yay! After each level, and there are so many levels, oh god, after each level you get ranked. You get experience, you get trophies, and you get level up points, which is experience, so whatever. Trophies are things you do while you are in the battle, while you are, making and crafting your gems and doing your tower defense stuff. Each time you get a trophy for doing something, that gives you a little bit more XP or a multiplier. It matters whatever happens. There are tons of little achievements you can do in between your battles to get that multiplier higher. Now, being that I have played this for quite a long time, but just started this new save for you, the board isn't very big at the moment, but it gets big. As you can see, each section on this map is a level. There are so many levels to this game. It's terrific, and there's plenty of replayability to it as well, but I'll get into that in a small bit. Now, we started off here at G13. Once you have beaten a map or beaten a level, more things unlock, and the way they unlock is in fact like a labyrinth, as in the ways the monsters came in are the ways connecting to other fields. So if you remember the left and right and down pathways, the down pathway is where we entered from. You can see it right at the bottom there. You can't see my mouse, but I'm pointing to it. The left and right pathways where the monsters came are this way now and this way now. So you get to choose your way through this this labyrinth of stages. And there are a lot of stages, like I said. So do we want to go to the right, or do we want to go to the left, being that I know which way to go, we are going to go to the left. Now, this is where the massive replayability and really cool upgradey stuff comes in. Each time you beat a level, things unlock, and depending on... Actually, let's go back to this one, because that's the one I just did. Things unlock. The higher you get in level, things start to unlock. Therefore, you can go back to certain levels, change things around. So before we had normal levels, well, let's add 5 more levels and get a small bonus to your experience. More you level up, you get to be able to unlock more, and then these locked things are for extra stuff that you really, you don't need, but it's nice if you are really into the game. So we're going to go here. We're going to stay at normal for no multiplier whatsoever. We're going to go to our skills now. Every time you level up, you get skill points. Every time you get skill points, you can spend those skill points on gem upgrades and or tower and building upgrades. Right now, all we have unlocked is, minor stuff. We have, let's see, 4% more mana replenished over time, or 60% higher initial mana at mana pool. So we're going to scroll up, start with that 10, and then we'll put that to 2. Now, at any time, you can, change the stuff around as you level up, because you'll unlock more things. So it's like, oh, I need more points for over here. We'll minus those points, up some things down there. But as for now, I think we're good. Let's start the battle then, shall we? Now, like I said before, you can build more things. We are going to need to build walls. So we're going to need to build this wall here. Enemies... I want to say enemies can't break down walls, but I don't know. I've played this for a long time, and I haven't even, and I've only gotten to like a third of. I've only unlocked a third of this game, so after that, I don't know if enemies can break walls. But for now, they can't. So we're going to do that. We're going to make it harder for them to get through. Come on now. You can do it. There we go. Okay, we're going to make that, and make that. So, enemies will always go for your crystal ball. So we're going to make it harder or longer for them to get there. So they have to go around the long way. So, let's see. Shock gems or... Alright, we'll start with multiple damage gem here. And we'll make a shock gem here and here, because shock gems have a chance to freeze the enemy in place. Do I have enough? I do have enough to actually make a bigger bigger multiplier gem, so I can infuse. I can keep that one to infuse later, which I might infuse into that one. All right, good enough for me. Ooh, or I can do a gem bomb. Gem bombs. Throw gem bombs, are little AoEs that cost a gem to make, to create. All you have to do is have a gem. We have this one, I guess. We'll click on the gem bomb. We'll get that here, and boom! Big damage goes around that area. The higher tier gem, the bigger the damage. You can use gem bombs to, of course, destroy monster nests, or just clear an abundance of monsters that are in your way. Nevertheless, it's very effective. I want to do that, that. Create a multi-tiered gem. Let's fast forward this a tiny bit, because right now they're tier 2, and this early of a level, that just wrecks things. Let's make a trap, actually. We're gonna put a trap gem there. We need some mana for that, but we're gonna... Yep, there we go. Do that. Now we got that. Alright, now it has a 31% chance to shock enemies, but it has 1 to 2 damage. Like I said earlier, changes things around, but, it's pretty good, especially if you got poison. Poison trap gems are really powerful. I'm going to slow this down just a tiny bit because I want to set more things up. Making sure if they do get through all this, they're not going to go far. Alright, that's that. We need more gems there. Seems to be going well. Fast forward it up. There. That's going to be wiping them all out very nicely. Anyway, this has been Gem Craft Labyrinth. The link to it will be in the description below. My name is Ben Dark Arts, and this game is great. This game is probably one of my favorites of Flash games of all. It's on that list. It's on that list with Creeper World and some other ones I can't come up with on the top of my head. I really should put that list together. Anyway, I hope you have taken this information and taken this information to heart and realized that Gemcraft is a really, really cool series and isn't actually all that difficult to do. So, yay! Again, links in description. My name is Ben Dark Arts, and I want to do a David Bowie joke about a labyrinth and stuff, but nothing really is coming up, except for the Bowie bulge. That's really coming up there. You can't resist the Bowie bulge. Anyway. I hope you enjoy this game, because I certainly do.